there, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. So today we are building on the largest lot within the marketplace of Selvadorada. So I just wanted to build a kind of village that had a cafe, some shops, an apartment, just a bunch of things that your sim could go to this lot and do. Now this build I did quite a while ago and it's taken me a while to publish it. First just building it, I was kind of doing it over time, and then the editing of it, I didn't get it how I liked, so it's been a while, but it's still a build that I use in my game a lot and like, so I wanted to get this video uploaded. Now I apologize for those black kind of lines down the sides of the video. I think that's because I started recording this while I had my MacBook Pro, because I used to play The Sims on there quite a bit before it died after 8 years of use, which was very sad, but I managed to get the footage off it. So some of the parts of this video doesn't really have as much detail because it's in laptop mode since I was building on there, so it kind of goes back and forth between that. But yeah. My original inspiration for this build was actually from a game, Dreamful The Longest Journey, and it's a game from way back in it was made in 2006, I believe, but it's got a really amazing story, and even though the graphics are quite old, I just really enjoyed playing it. And it had this kind of main central marketplace with a cafe, and this is kind of what this middle bit here's aesthetic was built around, and then from there I just kind of continued it on. But also I looked in the surrounding houses of this kind of neighborhood, and they had those kind of red towers there with those little roofs on them, so I tried to get it to kind of match the area still, to make it look like it's a building that would be here in this world. So yeah, even though this is a bit of an older build now, it's still one that I use in my gameplay quite a lot, and I still really like it, so yeah. What was funny though was in the main town area, there's a TV, kind of a large TV across from the cafe, and I think that was in the original Dreamful game, I believe, so I also put that there. But then with the addition of seasons, now that it rains, it breaks. So it's only working if it's a sunny day. I kind of tried to put a roof over it to stop that from happening, but it still seemed to break. And I guess the kind of corner that it was located in, it was hard to add a proper roof. Would that work? If there's still a roof outside but it's not within a room, would the television not break? I don't know, maybe I could test that out some more. So the lot type for this is set as a cafe, which I just kind of find the best for community lots that have lots of things going on, because then you have towny sims going there buying some drink or food and just hanging out. I just find that kind of works best, but of course you can change it to any of the other venue types since it has most things. It's got an art museum with Selvadoradian art, so you could change it to that, or retail shop. There's a clothing store and a furniture store, and there's also a bar with a kind of dance area, so it could be a bar or a nightclub, I guess. And across from the cafe in the kind of main building area, I do an apartment. So if you're on vacation with your sims in this world and want to travel here, you can kind of lock the doors for them and also have them staying on this lot overnight if you want. But yeah, I tried to include lots of greenery and things to kind of make it blend into the jungle. That item with the kind of leaves flowing over the edge of the top of the buildings, I think is really neat. I still kind of struggle with building around the outside, if that kind of makes sense. the inside looks quite neat, but then here I'm just building the retail store, and behind it, I don't know, I kind of covered it up with some bushes, but yeah, I find it a bit more difficult for some reason. But here I just had pre-made some outfits on these mannequins with the new clothing that came with the Jungle Adventure Pack, and just used that to create this little retail store here. I made sure to include some men's and children's fashion within it, because yeah, something for any one of your Sims who visit here. Just here on the very back of the lot, I did a whole bunch of little houses, just for aesthetic, to make it look like there's some Sims from this area living back here. The inside of the houses are just empty, but I also did some little gardens with some plants, so your Sim can go steal some of their vegetables or herbs from their garden if they'd like. Yeah. But right now it's Friday after work as I'm recording this, and I'm very glad it's the weekend. This was the first week back to work since the 2-week break. So it was kind of nice going back in and seeing everybody, but also a little bit difficult because right now in New Zealand it's summertime, so we've been having some really nice sunny warm weather, but at my work, since I'm on computers, my kind of office area has no windows and is quite dark, so it's a bit more difficult in the summertime to be working there, I feel like sometimes. But nah, it's good to be back into routine. My boyfriend and I also joined a different gym for this year, so it'd be nice to get back into the routine of doing workouts again, because last year, I think for the majority of it, I was going 3 times a week, and once you're in the routine, it's easy to kind of get ready and go do your workout or whatever, but once you're out of it, it's a bit more difficult to get started again, I guess. But we went the other night to the new gym, and it was really nice. We went at I think 8 o'clock at night, and there was only one other person there, which is completely different to the old gym, which would be packed until at least like 9:30. Yeah, so this one, I think we're paying probably double what we did at the old one, but if it means that there's less people and we can kind of do the workout we want to do because all the machines aren't taken, then I think it's going to be a lot nicer. So yeah, here back to the build, I was just kind of playing around with this runway walk a bit. I tend to like to have a little walkway in the retail shops. Yeah, I think I end up changing those rugs again for it though. But that sign, that did come with Jungle Adventure, right? I thought it was just perfect for this little retail shop. But yeah, I did end up cutting this video down quite a lot because I think it was originally maybe 45 minutes. Then I go down to 30 and I was like, I don't think I can talk for 30 minutes. So I cut it down half that again. So I hope that's okay. Like, I tried to not cut out any major parts, but sometimes it does kind of go all over the place. But that's just how I build as well. I can't always just build in one area because I get ideas for a different place and I kind of go off here and there, and which can be a bit of a headache for speed builds, I guess. But hopefully it's okay. I do quite like this vacation world quite a lot. I tend to always come here rather than Granite Falls these days when I'm playing the game. Yeah, I just kind of like the aesthetic of it a lot. But I also kind of miss from Sims 3 and World Adventures when you could buy vacation homes and they had all the different worlds, which I guess that was an expansion pack. So that was kind of packed with more gameplay and items rather than this was, is it a game pack Jungle Adventure? I kind of get confused with all the different versions of packs. But yeah, it would be cool if we could like purchase vacation home for our Sims. Yes, I remember I bought a bunch in the world that was France in Sims 3. I thought that was just so cool. And even just in the normal game, I think your Sims could own multiple houses within the world. So that would be kind of cool if we could do that now. I don't know why. I guess you can own a retail lot as well within your family. But I don't know, would you do that and then use it as a house? Probably not. So here I was just building 2 karaoke rooms, and then above that, the second floor is just bathrooms, and the third, right at the top, is the bar. So I just tried to make lots of activities for the Sims to do while on this lot. I think I was also considering putting a bowling alley underground, but I thought that was getting a little bit carried away, so yeah, I just stuck to these things here. Yeah, I wonder what the next pack they're going to release is. I feel like last time, or just before seasons, everyone was like saying that they wanted seasons, and they came out with seasons. And I feel like all the players always kind of predict what pack's going to come out, well, quite often. Because I guess there have been popular packs in the previous Sim games. So now everyone's saying university, so I'm like, could they actually be making a university pack? Because that would be pretty cool, I think. If there would be a campus area for your young adult Sims to go to. But I also feel like there needs to be more things for teenagers and kids to do in the game. I don't know, like with the new Get Famous pack, your teenagers can't be an actor unless they're a young adult and get that job. So I was kind of hoping to do a bunch of famous teen Sims, but that doesn't really work out, I guess. Can you really cheat your way for the teenagers to become famous? Or I'm not quite sure. I haven't got that far yet. Here I was just doing the museum, so putting in lots of pieces of art that came with the pack. So like those cool kind of stone, not paintings, just wall art, I guess, that come in different shades. I like the ones that have a bit of colour in them. And then just lots of vases, I'm not sure the right way I'm supposed to say that for the Kiwi accent, but yes, just putting some of those in as well. Last time I visited this lot with a Sim that was famous, all the paparazzi was showing up, and the Sim was in that art gallery area, and they were just like taking pictures of her like crazy, and I was like, this is starting to get a bit annoying that they're popping up absolutely everywhere. I guess there's no way around that, right? You can just have them go back to being not famous anymore, otherwise the paparazzi just always there. I guess so. Here is just doing the last store, which is a furniture store up on the very top floor. So yeah, just choosing a lot of items from the Jungle Adventure pack. On this side there, I kind of did a bathroom display, and then there's also a bedroom display. I think I kind of cut over a lot of it here, sorry, but as always, if you want to see this lot, you can just go to my user ModernMiss on the gallery, and it's right there. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.